How do you find the right school to do this? A, just go to CareerBond. I'm plugging my company, but listen, if I talk for an hour, I get to plug my company at the end. You go to CareerBond and we'll match you to a school program. But when you find the school, when you get matched to the school, this is what you do. You ask them 3 questions. Are you accredited? Good. Do you have financial aid, scholarship, and grants so I don't have to pay out of pocket? How can I afford this? And then 3, how are you going to help me get a job? Those are the 3 questions you ask. When you get matched to a school, right? So if you go to CareerBond and we match you to a school based on like where you live and what you want to study. So like if you want to do HVAC and you're in Southern California, I know a great school in Southern California. It'd be my pleasure to match you. But when you talk to them, you still got to ask them 3 questions. You got to say, are you accredited? How are you going to help me pay for this? Because I'm not writing you a check for $20,000. So scholarships, government grants, right? And then the 3rd question, and this is the most important question, you say, great, I took the course, I got certified, I did my part. I did my part. How are you going to help me get a job? And listen to what they say. That's the most important part. Listen to what they say. So, why do I love HVAC? Because right now, if you're in Florida, it's freaking hot, right? And if you're in your house, hopefully it's not as hot, right? If you're in the office, if you're in the grocery store, if you're in a hospital, if you're in a hotel, every single one of these buildings needs to be heated and or cooled. All of these buildings have to be heated or cooled. And when that system stops working, nobody says, oh, we'll deal with this in the morning. Nobody says, let me ask AI how to fix it. Nobody says, let me email the Philippines to get someone offshore. And nobody says, Stacy, thank you for joining. Everyone says that. I just said that. And Wilson, thank you for joining. And nobody says, okay, let's have AI fix this for me, right? So HVAC, it's one of the stablest 6-figure careers without a degree that is AI proof, recession proof, and offshore proof. So here's a number that may sound made up, but I actually didn't believe it, so I had to Google this twice. And I use Google as like a verb, but there are about 5.9 million commercial buildings in America, right? And more than 4.6 of them, so 4.6 million buildings are using energy for cooling. Now think about what that means. Millions of buildings with cooling equipment. Equipment gets old, right? 10-year lifespan on most of these things. Equipment breaks. Every single commercial building in America, grocery stores, warehouses, restaurants, hospitals, factories, right? Office buildings, like malls, they all run on HVAC. So how important is HVAC? HVAC is so weird in the sense that when it's working, nobody cares, right? But the moment HVAC goes out, anarchy reigns. So I used to live in New York City, and if you live in New York City and you're watching this, like shoot a comment because you're gonna appreciate what I'm about to share. The only thing that keeps New York City from literally going to mob war, not mob like mafia, but like chaos. The only thing keeping New York City from turning into Lord of the Flies. So where are you working the trades in your 20s? Oh my God, plum flowers. And if you're a female, I'm only saying that based on the name, I think females in trades are awesome. HVAC, electrical, welding, plumbing, pick the one you like.